Hey guys, Jared here with another upload on Countless Worlds. I'm going to be showing you the 5 different ways to efficiently kill the golem. I'm going to be showing you the accessories, the alternatives to those accessories, pros and cons, the time it took for me to complete one run, and the overall way to kill it. There's going to be a bit of an exception to your attempts compared to mine because I'm a highish level, 34 and 35 throughout this playthrough, and I'm going to be doing more damage because I have more points into damage. And you're going to see that compared to yours through these videos. I believe the bow strategy to be one of the worst strategies in the game. It's purely because of how stupid the fighting style is. Although every single arrow you get, it'll increase the next damage of your attack, just getting the attacks consecutively instead of the arrows do more damage. So the entire arrow thing is kind of useless. Of course, this is if you just don't want to do damage to the very, very end for some reason. This would be the perfect strategy, but lowest time taken, it may not be, but it is very, very dumb. Although the one thing I do have to give credit to is its special ability, the Q ability. You roll, do a backflip backwards, and you become invincible for a few seconds, which is very handy for a new player. But, like I said, the strategy is really, really dumb. The attacks go way, way too fast. And the arrows, although they stick around for a very long time, are kind of stupid overall. I really like the sword strategy because of its attacks. It's a very creative way of doing things, and I really like the game developers for at least adding this type of attack in. And this is actually going to be the weapon you'd use for speedrunning because its attacks actually do have the highest potential damage and fastest speed, although very, very often you will not get what you need to be able to get a good speed. Its enraged form does like a crap ton more damage than normal, and although it'll slowly drain your health away, it does so much damage if you can get a few attacks consecutively in a row. Although this doesn't mean it's good, because it's also a very, very, very dangerous playstyle to play as you will constantly require to heal, because the health drain on your special ability will kill you quite fast if you don't do anything about it. Your special ability, your Q ability, will help that a little bit. I don't fully understand how it works, but it heals you a bit, so that does help. But that health drain will kind of get to you near the end. And you can heal from the enraged form by going into the green token, but it's sometimes risky to be putting yourself in danger when going into the middle, because the green orb will always spawn in the middle, I find, and because of that, you need to take a risk to get there, and it's not really worth it just to heal a little bit from your enraged form. This is the first strategy I used to attempt to kill the golem, and I used the bat wand in that strategy, but here I'm using the golem wand. But still, this attack is okay. It's a bit fun when you're using the magic attacks and you can throw a tsunami at the golem, but often that ends up kind of distracting you from dodging the attacks, and it's a bit hard, which is why it's kind of skill based to use this. And the tsunami does do decent damage, but unfortunately has a good cooldown, and you can miss, which is pretty devastating when you do, because you could have killed it a lot faster if you did not miss. Its special ability just teleports you forward, a bit like the dash of the spear, which you'll see later, but kind of useless though. And the fire attack is mostly useless because you want to save that mana for the tidal wave, and you can't waste the skill points into mana because you need to do more damage for you to be able to complete this boss fast. I find the Gauntlets to be one of the best because Gauntlets can actually save you from a lot of stuff. Gauntlets are specific to you being able to tank a lot of the golem's attacks. It's the closest to a shield because there's no golem shield, but the gauntlets are very, very handy when it comes to tanking the damage of the golem. You get a lot of defense from this one, and I happened to get the towering description for the Gauntlets, so I was able to get more defense. So I used this a lot before switching to my favorite playstyle. The Q ability on the Gauntlets is also very, very, very handy. The Golem will often put you in a situation which you can't get out unless you jump real high, and the Q ability will just allow you to jump extremely high, or using a double jump almost. It's very handy, and it's going to be very easy to use because it also has a very, very short required amount of hits before you can use it. I think it's like 3 or 4. But all of this does come with a downfall because you do need to put 15 points into the shield category to be able to equip this weapon, which you could have put into damage or health, which is a better alternative. Although these gauntlets do give a lot of health anyways, I think damage would be more important, which makes this gauntlet a little bit on the low damage side. But you being able to grab each of the orbs is very, very handy and worth the loss. Now to my favorite playstyle, the spear. I highly, highly, highly suggest you switch to this despite the non-appetizing, non-golem weapon. It is the golden spear, but although it doesn't use the golem styles, it's super, super high damage, super, super high speed, and overall, I think the best weapon in the game so far. The dash ability is super, super fun, and I love dashing through multiple orbs at once if I can. And not being slowed down by all the golem weapons and the golem boots is very, very handy. And not only that, it is so easy to get. All you need is 1 gold and 6 wood, and you only have to be level 7. It's very, very easy to get overall. The bleed attacks will last over time, so it's okay if you don't grab tokens because the bleed will do its work. And not only that, there is a very high damage because you don't need to put requirements into health or anything. And even very, very high level players will still use this because it's just the best weapon. Kind of overpowered if you ask me. That's going to be it, guys. I really hope you took the spear strategy despite its not appetizing non-golem status. But either way, I hope you guys have fun defeating the golem. I plan to get level 40 before this demo ends, but I don't think I'll reach that goal because I'm going to get pretty bored of this game when the XP levels start to get really, really, really high to reach the next level. But please, guys, like and subscribe because I feel like I need to say this because I want more people watching my videos because I put a lot of effort into these. This one not so much, but the other ones definitely. Have a good night, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!